Ho ho hello! Thank you for stopping by. My name is Becky and this is Bex Reads, and welcome back to video 2 of my Fave 5 series. Today I'm going to share with you my Fave 5 young adult books that I read this year. So I don't own any of these books physically because while I liked them, I didn't like them enough to own them, but I did want to give them a spotlight to share that I did enjoy these 5 YA books this year. Coming in at number 5 is Warrior of the Wild by Trisha Levenseller. So this is about a young woman who enters this competition to, I can't remember what she wins in this competition, like a place in her clan or something like that. But anyway, she's on the verge of winning when she is sabotaged. And for everybody who loses in this competition, they are forced outside of their little established clan to live in the woods until they can complete a task that proves they are worthy of being part of their clan. But she, being a very smart and resourceful young woman, she is able to survive out in the wilderness despite certain things trying to kill her. And she ends up finding these 2 young men who were also forced out of their clans, and they form a little clan of their own and try to determine what they need to do to help one another in order to get back to their respective clans. I liked the characters and I liked the setting and I liked a lot about this book. And I also really appreciated that this didn't turn into some stupid love triangle between the 2 young men that she finds in the woods to become like their own clan with. Thank God. My 4th favorite YA of the year was Daughter of the Pirate King, which is about a girl who's obviously a daughter of the Pirate King. I believe her name is Alosa. I hope that's right. Anyway, she is sent out on this mission to get caught by this other ship, to search it to try and find a map to some treasure for her father. So this is what she does. And in the midst of being captured by this other ship, she starts to develop feelings for one of the crewmen, and he is telling her, you need to stop doing this because this is a very dangerous mission, because he doesn't know who she is. She's like, I am the daughter of a pirate king. I'm going to do what I was set out to do, and you're not going to stop me. So I really liked the seafaring adventure of this. I liked the, dynamic of all the crew on the ship. I don't know why pirate ship adventures, they just work for me. I enjoy them. My 3rd favorite YA was a book I had no intention of reading, and that was 5 Feet Apart, I think by Rachel Lippincott, if I can remember. This was a book that one of my friends sent me to annotate for her because my friend group is sending books around for us all to annotate, and this was her choice. So I knew vaguely about this book. I know it has been turned into a movie or whatnot, but it is about 2 teenagers with cystic fibrosis who meet in this hospital, and they form a relationship despite the fact that they have to stay 5 feet apart from one another. And it's just a story of growing up, finding love, finding out about yourself. And I really enjoyed this story for what it was. It didn't impact me on an emotional level like it could have. I guess I'm just a stoic bitch who doesn't have emotions for teenagers, I guess. I don't know. I liked that I learned a little bit about cystic fibrosis. I liked that the romance wasn't the main focus of the book, and I liked the side characters of this. So I do think if you are somebody who likes YA contemporaries, that you would enjoy this story. My 2nd favorite YA of the year was A Touch of Gold by Annie Sullivan. This was actually a reread for me. This is a King Midas's daughter story. So we are following the daughter of Midas, who can sense all of the original gold things that her father has touched. And when her father's treasure is stolen and he starts to become deathly ill, because if he's not around the things he touched, he starts to die. So she ends up convincing this young nobleman who had come in to try and win her hand in marriage to let her go with him on his ship to try and track down her father's treasure in time to stop him from dying. She starts learning that there are some things that her father did that she doesn't necessarily agree with, and she ends up learning that this nobleman isn't exactly the prince that he pretends to be. This, again, was a seafaring adventure. I liked the Midas, not retelling so much, it was just like a Midas reimagining. I liked that it was following his daughter. I liked the twist that this took on the romantic dynamics within the story. I didn't see it coming. I really should have, but I didn't. And I liked our character overall. She was very smart. She was very determined to get what she needed to get in order to save her father. And my number one favorite YA of the year was Bad Witch Burning by Jessica Lewis. This is actually a book that Laura picked for us to read for the Black Hat Book Coven. But in this, we are following a young woman named Cottrell who can talk to the dead. And she uses this as a way to get money to not only provide for herself, but also for her deadbeat mother. And when her powers suddenly shift, she's not only able to speak to the dead, she's able to bring them back. And when her mother starts taking advantage of the money that she is getting, she needs to get more money in order to keep herself alive. And the only way she knows how to do this is to bring people back from the dead, because people are willing to pay more money to bring their loved ones back from the dead as opposed to just speaking with them. And the ghosts are telling her that she needs to stop doing this because she's playing a dangerous game. But when the bills need paid and you need money for things and you're trying to cover your mother's losses and debts, it's a choice you have to make. This was a standout YA for me. I really liked the subject matters that this book tackled. Financial abuse. It tackled poverty in a way that was so real. And I really felt for Cottrell. I loved the platonic relationship she has with her best friend who was adopted, and how she is dealing with like the PTSD of her awful childhood and being in this adopted family. I just felt like this story had so many real aspects to it. If you took away the paranormal aspect, it would be a very real story that a lot of teenagers have to deal with. So I felt the heart of this story. There were some questionable things within the plot that were head scratchers, but for the most part, I enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed the story. The aspect of what's happening to Cottrell, I did not see that coming. So I really enjoyed this one, and I'm really glad that Laura chose it for us to read because it ended up being my favorite YA of the year. So those were my fave 5 young adult books of 2024. Let me know down in the comments, have you read any of these books? Or what was your favorite young adult book of the year? If you don't want to comment that, but would like to let me know that you made it to the end of this video, could you leave me a dog emoji, please? And with that, thank you so much for watching, and until my next Fave 5 and Bookmas video, go read a great young adult story. Bye!